Well.
Alright, we feeling good about that combat?
Yeah, we got out of that alive.
Was it fun, I hope?
Huh?
Yeah.
It was kind of fun. It was nice to get everybody actually fighting together for once. I feel like we haven't really had any proper combats yet. At least not until now.
Spotter managed to kill some thieves, and he does hate thieves.
Oh yeah. Giving a bad name to disreputable people everywhere.
Ruining the name of criminals the world over.
You don't steal things, you just kill people. Alright. So you guys progress on after looting these bodies, and you quickly reach the border between Ingor and the many Menti peoples. Spara, I don't think you've spent much time outside of Whitecliff. Have you ever been in Mentiland before?
I don't think so.
Does he have any thoughts or opinions on the landscape and the people?
How does it change?
Well, I mean, like I described last time, that the Ingor's countryside is a lot more like open up in terms of like, it's like the amount of forest and the spacing of the trees. Mentiland is hillier and like more winding paths and roads and things. Less civilized, a bit rougher.
Feels easy to get ambushed by shamans and shit.
Yep. But also an easier place to hide in some respects than the farms of Ingor.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys arrive in the Menti country, back home again.
Home!
Although you aren't going home for a while yet, I don't imagine.
None of us have a proper home.
So, yeah. A few days after your encounter with the bandits, pretty close to the city of Alba, you guys are traveling along the road when the second main encounter of this little journey west happens. Arodes Enthus, it's just getting on towards the end of the day. You've got a bit to go before you get to the inn where you'll be staying tonight. Spara, you're trotting along with them. When you and you alone hear a faint lilting song coming on the wind, like someone playing the fiddle.
Hell is that? You guys hear that?
No.
Perception. That's a natural 1, but that's still 10.
You can't hear a blessed thing.
Okay.
Anyone?
9.
Can't hear anything.
What the hell is that?
Are you sure? I don't hear anything.
Sounds like someone playing a fiddle.
A fiddle?
Yeah.
Huh. I better listen more closely then. Because, I mean, that's what the guy in my dreams was playing.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. I mean, I don't really know what else to do. I lost that. I absolutely failed that perception check, so.
All right. Do you guys just continue on down the road a bit?
Spotter might check over like the first hill. Like, just scamper.
Oh, it could be Wivitek, because, you know...
It's coming from ahead and up to the right.
You know, because, like, Devil went down to Georgia. There was fiddle playing in that.
Alright, so... Up and to the right? Ahead and to the right?
Yeah.
Alright, Spotter's gonna scramble up a hill and
Spara,
straighten up and peer out.
do you see something?
Oh, we'll find out.
All right, Spara, you crest that hill.
I want to see too.
Climb up
I'm
in the
coming with
branches of a tree to look out over the valley.
I'm coming with them. What's over there?
All right. So there's like a little stream flowing through the valley in front of you. You see the road you're supposed to be taking curving down and around the edge of the next hillside. But yeah, you can definitely hear it now. It's picked up and it's not like a faint noise.
Can I hear it too?
Yeah.
No, you can't hear anything.
Oh, okay. This is Wivitek.
Yeah. Do you really not hear that, Enthus?
I don't hear a thing.
Yeah, someone's definitely playing a fiddle.
Hmm.
What the hell is that? Alright.
Do you want to find out who it is?
Sure, why not? Spada pre-draws his rapier and slides down the first hill.
Do you need a spare buckler?
Is Rhodey's keeping up with this?
Yeah, help all along.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so you trek through the brush a little bit. It's weird. You don't seem to notice any animals around or anything like that. Like, there's lots of biting insects this time of year too, and they seem to have died down too. So they're not around here anymore. Eventually, Spara, you push through into a small clearing, a small little grove.
Would there happen to be a hickory stump?
There is a stump that may or may not be hickory, and there may be a long, lanky man sitting on it, playing the fiddle.
Do I see him?
Okay,
I probably don't.
so what you see, Spara, you see him clearly, but Enfys and Rhodey's, you just see sort of a shadowy, oscillating mess of eye floaters and fuzzing shadow, it's like a void in the world right there. Vaguely human-shaped, moving ever so slightly, but like a,
Like static
alluring
from TV.
Yeah, almost. There are two red eyes that you see on the figure, half closed as it's listening to the music and playing along. Spara, what you see, this figure before you, he's tall. He's pretty tall. It's he's sort of strung out like this. He's sitting, but you can sort of see the length of his body from his posture and things. Tall boy, dark black clothing all around. A traveler's cloak, but a very nice one, fastened with a silver brooch, right about here. The fiddle he's playing, dark lacquered wood. The man has a sharp, angular face, and his eyes are brim to brim a deep red. His hair is jet black and smoothed over his head, and two red horns reach up and curl back above him. Evening.
You look good.
Thank you.
Who is that?
Want to have a seat, Mr. Spara? Have some wine.
I'll take you up on the seat.
I suppose I ought to provide then. He taps his foot a little bit, and there's a crunching noise as massive wood emerges from the ground, then recedes down into a shape, if a hickory tree.
How
had
much
been
of
cut.
this am I seeing?
You can see the vague movements of the figure, but you can't hear what he's saying.
Okay, I see the tree, the chair come up though, right?
Yeah.
Oh my!
Alright, Spada walks in, sheaths his rapier, sticks his hands on the inside of his coat, and sits down.
Wivitig gets up, stretches his length out, and leans the fiddle against the side of his hickory stump, and he walks over to you. Boy. He draws his hand apart, and a bottle of wine materializes in there. He uncorks it, pulls a cup out from behind his back, but that's obvious bullshit. A nice crystal glass, pours it for you. Take freely.
Yeah, alright.
He goes back to his stump and sits down, legs folded over himself. How are you doing, child?
I've been better, I've been worse.
Now,
I know I should probably be giving you guys this scene right now, but I can't really realistically justify myself not being.
No, you can make an attempt to intrude on this conversation.
Okay. What, Spar, is that a glass of wine?
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't drink that.
This
No, I
conversation, I think it should remain private.
Yeah, me too.
You are not invited, and you hear these words, and suddenly a etching appears in the ground below you, like someone's writing very quickly in infernal script on the ground.
Okay.
It flashes red and starts glowing angrily under you. Do you
What-
try and cross the
Ooh,
barrier?
Infernal script?
Yeah.
That means I can read it.
Mm-hmm.
What does it say?
This is my own private domicile. I will not be harassed, bitch.
That gets
It is the actual like legalistic infernal equivalent to "you have no right to intrude upon my property, servant of another god," and it is written out over in there. It's invoking, get a warrant, bitch. In infernal.
that makes Spada smile.
Like there are ways of writing infernal where it's not any less legalistic or refined, but still like have the same emotional connotation of get a warrant, fucker. And
Okay.
that is what this writing
Well,
is.
I assume that if I try to like touch this, I'm going to be thrown away.
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, shit.
Now I heard tell, he said, leaning his long, gangly arms on his long, gangly knees. He's a handsome man for how drawn out he is. I heard tell that there was a businessman coming into these parts of the world. One I feel, if I may be frank, a certain kinship with.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Now, I heard from the old bird that you charge extra when doing business with God, so I assume, as is only fair and reciprocal, that I get a discount since you're dealing with a devil.
Yeah, you'll get a discount from no charge to still no charge.
Well, that's quite generous, and I'll take it. So tell me, young man, do you know what I am?
Well, you seem like some sort of demon. I never really got into the ology part of demonology, but
Oh, there are levels you are right and levels you are wrong with that statement, my friend. Do they teach you theology over there?
God no.
Metaphysics? Do you know the difference between a devil and a demon?
Yeah, vaguely.
Right. Well, you're correct in that I'm a demon in terms of origin, but in temperament, disposition, and how I've conducted myself, boy, I am most assuredly a devil.
Yeah.
A handsome one. Probably the metaphorical, archetypical, handsome devil.
Well, common ground between us then.
Whew. Well, you, little tiefling, are a spawn of the abyss, a place I have very little fondness for, and you see his fingers dig into his skin a little bit,
Yeah.
not hands turn white, but the fingertips go into the other hand. But I managed to shake myself of those instincts. I'm a very rare, special kind of demon, a demon that knows it's better to not be one. You do business as a demon would, but in a business-like manner. And I think that is just quite swell.
Well, I'm flattered.
Now, Palachi has that sweet little Entis thing in the game. She's nice and all. I can do business with her, I think. Probably too many moral issues to doing business with me, but I mean, I just look out for my own benefit, you understand. I can do things that are genuinely mutually beneficial. In any case, the reason I came to you is I'm also interested in the little game that's going down here. I'm a gambling man, and I want to put my stake in the pot, so to speak. And I was interested in canvassing some of the players, some of the pawns on the chessboard, if you understand.
I think so.
You have any loyalty to old gods, Onyu?
I don't really have any loyalty to anyone.
Did the birds say anything to you?
Not yet.
Do you understand the
landed a
nature?
parrot on my shoulder. That was annoying. Nearly shit on this coat. Would have had to fucking eat the thing.
Oh, Palachi, how rude. Not understanding people's codes. He's a bird, not very civilized. What do you expect?
What can you do?
He sits up to his full height. Do you understand the nature and consequences of the war in heaven?
Not in the slightest.
How about the war in the hells, which I suppose is a lot more relevant?
No, I don't.
Did the bird or the lady serving the bird tell you anything about the hunger at the base of reality?
Nope.
Well, that hunger is where you and I come from. There's a gnashing and a hate. Bound up at the bottom, the foundation of existence, the bottom of the great wheel. And it wants out, and it makes things that go sow its discord across the plains and strengthen it, free it. It's trying to do that through your blood. But you managed to stay productive, businesslike. You're interested in staying alive and staying well. I can work with this.
Well, it's a talent, I guess.
Now, I don't have much to offer you right now, but I'm interested in hearing your take on all this and what you want, what you would like to get out of it.
Well,
I'm a fair man by my standards, and I'm willing to offer you remuneration for your services, a mutually beneficial arrangement.
Ah, I see.
What is it you desire, Mr. Sparrow? Well, I gotta add myself first. What do you think of this war?
I don't really have a stake in the game aside from the one that was kind of built into me. But I really have no love for that part of me. I don't know. Daddy was
Good.
normal, or so he says.
Yes,
He-
it's your father's line, he says, and
Yeah.
flicks a scroll into existence. Yes.
Spotted does a little bit of a,
Hmm.
fascinating.
Well,
Anyway,
he snaps it out.
I've got no love for their family business. Honestly, the only thing that could bring me into this whole shakedown would be, I don't know, I'd like to get back at them. That'd be nice.
Despite the abyss.
Yeah.
Well, then I know what kind of work that'll be more pleasant for you. We'll see about that. What sort of things do you want, Mr. Sparrow?
Usually to eat. That's kind of where I am.
You like cocks as heaven looks at you. I think I can arrange that.
Good here. Good to hear. Maybe that wasn't clear. I'm only recently in a position to want things beyond food in my stomach and a drink in my hand. Both of those are covered right now.
Huh. There's something you could give me right now and I could cover all of that for the rest of your life, Mr. Sparrow.
If it's the coat, no deal.
No, it's not your coat. I'd like your soul, Mr. Sparrow.
Yeah, a bit of a deal breaker there too. Not as bad as the coat, but
Come now, he says, extending his arms magnanimously. You see him like kind of distort out horizontally a bit, like his fingers appear a bit longer for a few seconds as he's doing this sweeping motion. Come on, I wouldn't do anything untoward with it.
yeah.
I don't need torment to survive.
Well, that's at least a step in the right direction.
I don't serve as Medeus or any of his courts. Not that they have me. No, in fact,
Bit of
I'm
an
rather...
outsider?
Hmm?
Bit of an outsider?
I mean, in a strictly definitional sense, of course I am. But
No,
yes,
I mean-
I'm in business for myself, not for hell.
Huh. Demons don't like you, do they?
No.
Devils don't like you, do they?
No. But I do business with mortals. This is where I'm established, you see. I don't have anything to offer. I suppose I have things I could offer a devil, but they don't do productive business with me, really.
Hmm.
I'm interested in keeping the blood war out of my stomping grounds, my neck of the woods. You understand this.
Yeah, I think I do. Tell you what, say, never got your name.
Wivetic.
Wivetic. Tell you what, let me consider the business proposal. Go over it with my lawyer.
Alright, the laugh gets louder, deeper, and like more demonic as it's going. Like his mouth sort of starts looking like a cave to hell kind of look thing. And he flicks a long forked tongue across his mouth. Oh boy, you're funny.
Ah,
See, I really want that soul.
well, glad to hear I've
I
gained
think I
some
can
ground.
find something that is worth your while. But I understand, I can play the long game. Now, I have an easier time of doing this than the bird, walking around up here. That's my little talent.
Ah.
But I can't be dropping by all the time, you understand. So when you're ready
Yeah.
to talk business, please, just call on me.
I'll let you know.
Would you like me to inform you of the ritual now, or would you rather figure it out yourself?
No, I think I'd like to know.
All right. He materializes another scroll in his hand and hands it over to you. It's
Cheers.
instructions for an infernal ritual to call Wivetic specifically to do business.
Alright. Sparta drops the glass, catches it by its top, sets it down on the ground, and tucks the scroll into his jacket pocket.
All right.
Oh, God.
Well, it could
Yeah,
be
I haven't
ugly.
been frozen or anything. I've just been kind of like sitting here, like.
It could be a lot worse, let me tell you. Like, oh, sappy sentimentality, interfering do-gooderness, fine. But she follows the rules. The bird follows the rules.
And you know what? I think we can both agree. That's something.
Yes.
That's a big something.
And even do-gooders who don't follow the rules, I hate less than the abyss. I don't have to be ideologically pure about this. I'm in business for myself. If you'd like to be in business for myself too,
Yeah. Well,
you're a bigger fish in a smaller pond than if you pledged to save the legions of hell. He's giggling a little bit. Not a good deal, not a good deal. I do much better things than that.
I'll let you know.
All
I'll let
right
you know.
then. Well, good talking to you, Mr. Sparrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll reach you at a point where you have more pressing needs and many things to give. As it stands,
Anthus just has a twig right now, and she's like drawing some stuff in the ground.
as it stands, as two businessmen plying our trade in this lovely land, we can both say that we don't want the wider conflict coming here.
Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Sparrow.
Evening. Take care of yourself.
All right. Oh, and I'm in the business of selling some souls too, in case you needed that. I can sell and provide many, many things to you, Mr. Sparrow.
Oh.
It's easier to find things I can provide. So when you have a need you need to meet and a price you're willing to pay, call on me for that reason too, not just to discuss our possible arrangement. Good day.
All right.
And he stretches himself up, and sort of strides off. He dismisses the ring around there. And Herodias Enthus, you both see him in his humanoid form. As he's walking away. Evening, little bird. Not many years left on you, old man.
Nope.
Any particular concern to where you're going after you die?
Nope.
Well, they usually don't take this close to the end, but I thought I might as well offer. Want to sell your soul for something? Take care of the family back home?
Nope.
Well, you know how to find me. And he sort of stalks off into the woods.
I heard you say Wivitic.
Yeah. Sparrow has an enormous shit-eating grin on his face right now. Like, the full fangs and hyena face are out.
I know that if I'm out to outright tell you how to live your life, that would be the worst thing to do to you. But I can tell you for sure that Wivitic does not have your best interests in mind.
Of course he doesn't. He has his best interests in mind. He's a businessman.
That doesn't bother you at all.
Why would it? That's his job. He has his best interests in mind, and I have mine in mind.
I pity you.
Most people do.
It doesn't have to be this bad, Sparrow.
This bad? This is the richest I've been in 3 years.
No, it's not.
Sparrow checks his gold stack to make sure he's still got his money. Well, you didn't rob me.
I can't stop you from making your own choices. But I can tell you that this won't make you happy.
Well, you'll be happy to know I didn't make any deals.
That's something.
I didn't even drink his expensive wine.
That's good. Please take care of yourself, Sparrow.
Oh, I will.
And for whatever it's worth, I'm here if you need to talk.
Okay.
All right, you guys progress upon your merry way.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
The crow of concern.
Well, I think that's about that of traveling after 19 long days and nights.
I like that guy.
You arrive around noon in not the biggest, but probably the most vibrant of the Menti cities, Alba. Alba is nestled at the intersection of the confluence, of two rivers, the Rixiv, the longest and most flowiest of rivers as far as the Menti are concerned, the one that winds south through the lands of the lizard folk and the Hillig to the sea, and a smaller, more regional river, the Mila. Clear and nice in its own way. The core of the city is sort of wedged into the triangle where those two intersect, with bridges and things connecting on either side and small bits of the city on the other shores. Yeah.
All right.
The city has a wall, actually, a stone wall. One of the few that you see in Menti lands.
Pretty rare.
Big and rich enough to afford this kind of thing. Boats come up and down the river. The city proper is nestled in like some hills and things that make it kind of awkward to settle on there, but there's good bits of farmland downriver and over the hills to the east and west. Yeah, well, I guess you guys can provide me with what you're planning on doing in Alba in the near future. And
Drinking.
Yes,
Selling loot.
yes.
Selling loot would be a good thing to do. We have a bit of it.
Using the money to go drinking.
All right. If we can call a mini break, I can get some stuff ready for the city, and we can
Yeah.
get
All
back
right.
to that at 8 o'clock.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Let's finish this.
Get right back into the news.
I should turn this off.
That Send Nudes Hail Satan Despacito picture makes me endlessly happy.
Yeah.
I just...
Benjamin Spooner Briggs, his final legacy.
A game so...
He's been crowned the king of limbo.
Most people from the 1800s aren't remembered anymore.
So you know,
Doing all right. Doing all right, Benny.
not sure this is how you wanted to be remembered, but
It's a kind of immortality.
yeah.
I don't know.
That's the kind of immortality that's like more of a curse than a blessing.
But remember, that game is so so cursed it's blessed.
That's true.
So, you know.
Wherever you are, man, in heaven or hell or
Yeah, he was just an ordinary guy, you know? They just
Okay.
took his name. Alright. So, back in action. City of Alba.
Right. Okay. So you guys come into the city from an approach from the northeast and see Alba spread out before you. It's more compact than White Cliff, definitely. It's a substantially smaller city. I mean, still a big city by the standards of the Menti.
It's built into rivers, too, though.
Yep.
Rather than White Cliff.
So Alba is nestled in the crook of two rivers and sort of on the banks of one of them. All right, so the city is wedged out before you, and or laid out before you, and to your south, on your left, from the way you're approaching, there's actually a very tall tower, freestanding by itself, lording over the valley. It's sort of built into the floodplain of the Rixiv, but sort of standing on its own, isolated from the city.
Huh.
There's a large
I'm gonna
fenced-off estate around it.
Yeah, I'm gonna wanna just, like, look around that place a little bit. If this is making a note to do that.
Yeah. You can ask someone in town what that is, too.
Okay. Can I just do that now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
As soon as you ask someone, I could characterize a barkeep or something.
Yes. Well, let's wait a little bit then.
So you guys are just gonna head in and look for a tavern or something to spend the night?
Yeah,
Yeah, boy.
I think so.
Yeah. Real easy, you want to roll Bardic Knowledge to know of good places in town?
I mean, that'd be under knowledge local, wouldn't it?
I don't got knowledge local.
But
Yeah.
Bard can just make knowledge checks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am a clever boy.
But not at the moment.
8.
Alright, you might as well just ask around then.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I just realized the absolute worst stat that Erodes has.
What?
CMD. It's 4.
Alright, I'll be sure to do some grapples. Bram is better than that.
Oh, that's haunting. Literally.
Because the -3 dex and the -3 strength.
Wow, a
Stat.
CMD of 4.
You could be kidnapped by like a light breeze.
Yes.
Man, Enthus could grapple you and you'd have a tough time getting out.
Alright.
I have 10 strength, and I think I might genuinely be able to grapple you.
I do too, yeah. Jeez.
Okay, so you stop a
That's
guy
terrifying.
at a crossroads out of town. You're sort of in an area of like fields and like small houses and things here, and you ask him where you want to go. You ask him if he knows a place.
Yes. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Do you know a good tavern in town?
in Alba. Yeah, what kind of place you looking for?
Someplace not too expensive, but still.
You looking to
decent.
do business, or
I suppose.
I mean,
yes.
like
Yeah,
not
sure.
paper business, but you
Adventurers.
yeah, itinerant mercenaries, the like.
Yeah, sure.
No, we're a
Adventure-
town that's big enough that's got bars specifically for that.
Okay. Do you know of any?
Yeah, the Fiddlehead Inn.
Fiddlehead.
Yep.
Thank you very much. Oh, by the way, do you know anything about that big tower over there?
Oh yeah, that's the Tower of the Art.
Not
wizards.
familiar. Oh, wizards. I
Right.
see.
We got a little population out over here, a little school. They like the convenience of a big city. We like the convenience of their services, and we keep them at a safe distance from the flammable.
I can imagine why.
Yes.
Ah, the arcane arts. Always wished I'd dabbled, but I suppose I have a bit of that now.
You need a real knack for it, but oh well. Yeah, so you just cross the North Bridge that way, go into town. It's pretty close to Market Square. Pretty big deal. You'll find it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so let's go.
All right.
We know where to go.
Okay. So the Fiddlehead Inn has a nice, simple logo. Do you know what the Fiddlehead Fern is?
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's like sounds like a familiar thing. What does it look like?
It's like a budding fern that's
Yeah.
picked at a stage where like the leaf is curled up on itself.
Because ferns bud curled up, and then when they grow outward, and their leaves spread outward.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, exactly. It's like
okay,
a roll out.
so it's
So
just
fiddlehead ferns
Which are delicious.
delicious are ones that have been picked when they are still curled up and they look like fiddleheads.
okay. Fair enough.
Yep. So there's just a little green fiddlehead insignia on the flag for this place. Nice establishment.
Damn.
Another 3 stories tall, but
Imagine like a flagon, but with a fiddlehead fern out of it. You know, and a bubbling froth of alcohol.
there's a wooden postboard on the side of the building near the entrance with a little list of wanted posters and things like that.
Anyone I recognize?
No, I don't
Anyone
think
who
so.
seems like a good mark?
Oh, well, I mean, there's various people listed. For more information, you can inquire within. You see lots of faces, mostly men, some women. The women tend to have higher bounties, actually, but you see little markers that they have magical abilities, so that would explain it.
Alright, Spotto's going to walk right in a not inconspicuous fashion. Walk up to the bar, order a whiskey, and ask about the bounties.
All right, so you go in, and I've been trying to avoid like the stereotypes of things that exist for the sake of a tabletop RPG.
Yeah.
But this is an adventurer's bar. Like, in as far as These World has a profession that is adventurer, this is where they hang out. So it's a nice place. Not very nice furniture because like that stuff gets roughed up a bit. You see a couple of half orcs at the back laughing with each other. There's a woman in a long white robe there, nursing her own drink. There's like little groups around the place of people coming and going. Some people who just look like regular travelers too. That's
Yeah.
about half the clientele looks like obvious fight for a living people, and about half the clientele could be rando travelers.
What was the name? Did we call our group the Black Phoenixes?
The Black,
Black
Phoenix.
Phoenix Company, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. I just wanted to remember that in case we needed to register anything. All right. Well, yeah. I guess I'll join you going up to the bar.
Yep.
Sitting up there.
All right. There's a woman behind the bar in her 30s, red hair, done up in a bun. She's like, yeah. And she finishes up talking to one of her customers and turns to you. What can I get you guys? What can I get you guys?
What
Whiskey.
kind?
All right. There's a man who knows his stuff. The good whiskey or the...
The good.
Okay.
Do you have any good ciders?
5 copper? Yeah, we do. Got any particular preference?
Any from Parle?
We got a Atlantic County badge.
All right. Good enough. I've just been a bit homesick.
I
is all.
don't know for sure. Carl, there's an elf community out there?
No. I'm the only one.
This might actually be it. It's not on the table or anything.
How
but,
much will that be?
Oh, that's 3 copper.
Certainly.
This stuff is mulled.
Huh?
Like you wanted warm cider last time.
Okay.
Yeah, this is warmed.
Okay.
Cider. And what can I get for you, sir? She says, leaning over.
Just some beer.
All right. You're looking like Ingorisk. Want one of that? Got a good stout here. And she got some of that for you. All right. You 3 interested in rooms for the night?
Yes. Are there any open?
Yeah. We got lots of rooms. I'll put you up.
Okay. We might be in town for a while. How much will that be nightly?
Oh, that's I think it's 5 per night. I think 5.
5 silver?
Just double check.
5 copper? Okay.
Are we counting this as part of just our generic travel expenses, or?
You know what? Yeah. I'll just take days off. She tells you the price. It's reasonable.
Cool. Glad to
Same
hear
with the
it.
drinks, or?
No.
Well, you didn't pay for your drink.
You can have the money back for that if you think it doesn't. All right. Well, anything I can help you 3 with?
The bounties on the wall outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of them are posted by the patrician. Yeah, some of them were posted by the town guard, I guess. Did any stand out to you in particular? I can run through that.
Out of character, what were those?
So they're in the range of a few hundred gold at most. You saw one outstanding bounty for 1,000, but it was like off in the corner and like serious business only.
How serious?
Do you inquire about the 1,000?
No, not yet.
Okay. Well, there's the
It's probably been up there for a while.
there's the Greenland brothers. They're a pain.
What's their deal?
Thieves in town, robbing merchants and things.
Thieves.
Yeah. Cut purses and
Thieves.
home invaders. Yeah.
Consider the job taken.
Oh, okay.
We might not want to take too many jobs at once.
Then we won't.
Well, no one knows where they are. They cut town a while ago, so it's like if you can find them, bring them back. That'd be nice. You can talk to the guard if you want more details.
Good to know.
I
Thanks a
think
lot.
there's like someone was like looking to go on an expedition to there's some cave or whatever like
An expedition? That sounds like my cup of tea.
Right. Yeah. So somebody from the cathedral was up here saying that hey, if anyone was interested, there's an old beholder's nest southwest of here.
Beholders.
Not occupied, from what he said. Like the beholder in question was killed a long time ago.
Okay.
But its nest is still there.
Just a fee for investigating, or?
He wants a specific relic that belonged to the church brought back.
I see. Which church?
Palor.
Oh, all right. Well, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. either.
Yeah, you can go down to the cathedral if you want to talk to him personally.
Perhaps I will. I'd like to take today to rest, though. It's been a good bit of traveling. We came all the way from Whitecliff. Are there different listings for non-bounties, perhaps? Things that won't necessarily require combat skills?
Oh, just like I mean-
something like investigating a beholder's nest that isn't occupied.
I mean, it's supposed to be occupied by some things, but you know.
Just not beholders.
Yes, yeah. I don't think the father would ask you to go into an occupied nest in good faith. The relic is important to the church, but not that important, so he says.
So he says. Interesting.
All right.
Or at least he'd be paying enough money to make it worth much more competent adventurers' time.
The clerics of Palor are honorable people. They wouldn't do something like that.
Taking care of the beholder itself would be
Yeah.
an honorable cause if it was still around.
Well, I can get back to you people, but I think I got another batch of clients coming in.
Don't you worry about us.
Yeah. So you can talk with any of the patrons. No detections. That's a bar rule. Like you can see any moral aspects or entropic lawful. Please just don't be
Magic.
peeking on people.
Also, no.
I mean, don't blow anything up. You want to do little tricks in the
Well,
corner.
detect magic. Perhaps I'm being
Be
too
careful with
pedantic.
that. Like, if you got any like third eye nonsense, just be considerate with that. People respect their privacy here. People also feel like they're being cased if you look at them for magical
I see.
things. So,
Well, I will be mindful of that.
yeah. All right, there's a guard station just outside. Down, it's right at the corner with Market Square. So you just go there if you need it.
You need that nearby, don't you?
We built the place because of that. So
Ah, damn.
we say it's because Market Square. No, it's the guard post.
Damn.
All right, she brings back up. Okay, well, I'm gonna go take care of. Oh yeah, come in.
Thank you.
All right, she goes to take care of a older human man, like sort of salt and pepper gray, coming in. He's like just talking about things. As you guys.
Now, where's Var?
Now, as you guys move off to a table or something,
Yeah.
the door bursts open into the room, and a young woman with gray skin and yellow eyes and a whipping demonic tail around her legs bursts in, horns standing proudly above her head. Listen up, peons! It's payday! And the man at the bar with the salt and pepper just kind of switches into oh god mode. And she goes up, round for everyone, yeah! And slams a big bag of coins on the counter.
Oh, my.
Spotter will immediately hop to the bar. Another whiskey.
Ooh, big spender, she says, leaning forward. Well, that's fine,
Yes, you
because
are.
I'm the bigger spender tonight. She's like playing with a stack
I
of
do
coins.
love spending other people's money.
Well, this wasn't people, but I don't know.
All right.
All right, yeah, she's just like manic, like quick movements, bursts of energy kind of gal. She's got a nice fancy rapier sword at her side, and she goes over and finds the bard playing in the corner and just throws a gold piece at him and says, "Something more fast-paced, Jesus Christ."
As I,
Whoever that is.
you almost get him in the eye.
Yeah, he like is like fumbling a little bit, but then just catching his. Yeah. A younger human woman comes in and just sort of nods and goes sits next to old salt and pepper guy and starts talking to him.
Okay.
So there's that group.
All right. I don't know. This salt and pepper guy seems like he knows this person. I'm gonna go up to him and ask. Is she a regular around here?
Talon? My charge there? Yeah.
You seemed a bit exasperated, is all.
Yeah, she's a handful.
Spending all your hard-earned cash.
Well, it's her hard-earned cash, so.
I suppose she's free to spend it.
Yeah.
Considerate of her. Another cider, please.
Yep.
I mean, far be it from me to turn away a gift. That would be a very...
Yeah. No, she's got enough to cover the tab tonight. She's gonna whine if she breaks her sword, though. Jesus. Whoever that is. By the bear.
I'm glad that that's become a cross-campaign meme.
By the bear.
By
She's
the
having
bear.
fun.
Oh, you,
Do I know you?
no, I'm just talking.
That's good.
And this. A servant of Palachi.
Like just a wordsmith, that kind? Or...
Not that, a cleric.
Whoa, for real? Like
For real?
Mira here, she's got the healing goddess, I forgot.
Karena?
Karena, yeah. She's got Karena, like, talks to gods and things. She looks over and waves.
Oh, hello. Yes.
Like actual magic-y, kinda. Wow, I didn't know the bird, I didn't know the crow did that.
Well, I suppose it's not really something I should keep on the down low, but times are changing.
You think the bear's gonna be going for that sometime soon?
I'm sure. Perhaps he's got a champion.
I don't know if that's his style, but
Well, change is a thing that's been happening. Well, change is a thing that happens all the time with humans. Perhaps it doesn't happen as commonly with gods, but I'm sure it happens.
well, that's very interesting. Now, you're an elf, though. Talking about us humans and how we change.
Elves change too, just they're a lot more resistant to it. Not exactly a trait I'm proud of, you understand. What was your name, by the way? I never got it. Minty names.
I have a little cheat sheet for that. What am I doing?
What am I doing?
Jathai.
Jathai. Well,
Yeah.
it's very good to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Oh, your friend over there. Is in the coat.
Huh? Oh, yes.
Sharp boy over there.
Spara.
Are those horns?
Oh, yes, those are horns. He just likes to sculpt his hair around them.
Wow. No, and Talon did not. Talon. She's like, what? Look at him. Sharp. Horns!
What?
She marches over to you. You, Tiefling, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fighting the good fight.
As good a fight as we can.
Resisting the impulses.
Yeah.
Championing above our baser natures.
Mostly.
Killing things.
Definitely.
Rightfully.
Sure.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to meet you then.
You know what kind of demon your daddy was?
No, I don't actually.
Lucky.
Ma was like, she didn't want to talk about it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But we're proving all of you wrong.
Well, okay, maybe she is. I don't know.
Well, don't cramp my style, man.
All right, I'm technically proving you all wrong as of recently.
Good enough.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go do bad things to my body. See you later.
Which ones, and can I help?
Mostly of the drinking hard liquor kind, and I already got you a drink, so.
Fair enough. You need any further assistance? Let me know.
I mean, maybe to get to the head when I need to throw up. I'll keep that in mind. If the liquor does not obliterate my memory.
Enthus over here being the proud mom.
He's making friends.
Kinda.
Alright. I think Ethis
Alright.
just kind of chats.
Talon points emphatically at a bottle of like clear spirits on the top shelf that has a mushroom in it for some reason, and the lady at the counter's like,
Oh, I can smell that from over here.
Oh God, what the hell is that? Whoever that is.
Not something you should put in your body, but
I'm interested.
oh boy. This is Fire of the North Star, brought south from across the Giant's Fold. Barbarian spirits.
Oh.
the rarest and most valuable
There are
kind.
tribes up there in the cold that need something to make them feel warm in the winter, and well, this is still summer, Talon, so nope, she's going for it. She
Well-
might be seeing things that aren't here in a little bit.
Nice.
She'll be feeling more than the fires of hell in her stomach. Alright, I think Enthus just chats with Jathai and Mira.
Yeah.
You know,
Mira doesn't talk.
okay. She's moot.
Or she took an oath of silence.
Could be.
Alright.
You can ask her.
At some point, Spot is going to get out of the bar and go talk to the guard posted on the corner.
Down the street.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there's another one.
Hey!
Hey.
Heard I should talk to you about the Greenland brothers.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna want to go down to the station, talk to the Mr. Man.
Oh, this is a big thing. Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know all the details.
Fair enough. Well,
By
I
the way,
may
if
have,
anyone else wants soda, feel free.
Thanks.
Nope.
I may have to do that later. Thanks for letting me know.
There's more of them.
You look uncomfortable. You feeling alright?
Oh, did you hear what he said?
I mean, I can presumably see him going, two of them.
No. Just keep things civil.
What would make you think I wouldn't?
I'm not accusing you of breaking the law. I just feel like a noise complaint is about to be filed.
Isn't that breaking the law? I'm not an expert on law.
No. There's like different levels of. There's law, and there's within my purview to ask people to be respectable citizens.
So there are laws you can break without getting beat up?
I mean, they're not really laws at that point.
No, they aren't. Huh.
I mean, I could just,
Alright.
if it goes on too long, I could like shut down the bar or something, I guess. But
I don't want to do
then
that.
it's between you and the proprietor.
Weird. Alright.
Okay,
Okay.
have fun.
Thanks. You
He
too.
waves you down to the station. There's another guard at the door there. Need to talk to someone?
Yeah, hear about the Greenland brothers. Heard they've got a bounty.
Oh, right, okay. Just go in, up the stairs to the left.
Alright. Spada goes in, up the stairs, and to the left.
Yeah, so there's a little desk wedged in the corner where a business-like looking man is scrawling things. It's pretty late in the day now, so he's like looking over at the sun, like, when do I get out of here?
Evening?
Yeah, sorry, what is your business, sir?
I'm here about the Greenland brothers. Heard they've got
Oh.
a price on them.
Oh, okay, yes. Okay, come in. He waves you in. Alright, so you're a bounty hunter?
Sure.
Alright, this is a dead or alive, and he flips over some
Great.
paperwork at you. Alive is preferable, but
Damn. Well, I'll make it work.
I mean, it's only a 50 GP difference, so maybe you decide not to. Personally, I'm sick of these guys. I just want them dealt with. Yeah, no, they graduated from cut purses to cat burglars, and eventually they like pulled a stunt with one of the patricians' family members, and then we had to bring the hammer down too hard. And,
Thieves.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright then. Where do I sign? Do I sign for anything?
You don't really have to sign for anything. It will be noted that you've taken an interest in the case. Yeah, they've moved off. Last they were seen was the village of Limal, up here, a bit north of Alba. So we think they're somewhere in these woods up here. And he's like gesturing at a map and things.
How many days of travel?
Less than a week, really. Like 3 or 4 days.
Wonderful. All right.
Well, it's 200 ahead.
200
250 if they come back alive.
Great.
They'll have to produce proof that you've...
Oh, of course. Well, that'll be all for me. Anything else you can tell me?
I mean, there's a lot going on in the city, like... What? Any information in particular you're interested in, sir? Do you have any questions about local laws and things?
Yes, I do.
Alright, should be pretty intuitive. Don't kill anyone, don't take anything that's not yours.
I like the second half of that.
Are we gonna have a problem on
No, no, you won't.
it? Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I suppose you're a tiefling. Now, the problem with that, legally speaking, lots of people are going to have issues with you.
Extra legally speaking. Issue with that?
Me?
In general.
I wouldn't have this
Oh.
job if I had extra legal issues with things. All my issues are legal. I have more than enough legal issues. No, you are a man. You are a man with a bit more horn on his head than usual. That is all I see you as, sir. I can guarantee you of that. Now, you were coming off as suspicious in other respects, maybe, but that's a personal judgment, and it's not something I'm allowed to make decisions based on. This is a
Alright.
city of laws.
People around the city. Problem with this?
Okay, yes, there will be some who take issue with this, but the guards are on your side in the event of that.
Well,
If the guards are not on your side, you tell me, because that's a serious issue.
Well, that'll be a refreshing change
It's
of
the
pace.
principle of the thing. It offends the dragon. It offends the bird. I think it even offends the man, if anything is offensive to him.
Alright.
Alright, where were we? Yeah, you were giving the local police
The heebiest of jeebies.
reasonable suspicion. Ow. So, yeah.
Alright. Yeah, Spotto's gonna go back to the bar and order another whiskey.
Alright. You keep drinking, I might ask you to keep track of that. But
You've had 3 whiskeys now.
Yeah.
you're sauced this evening.
I mean, okay. No, let's establish some shit right now.
Okay.
Alright. How do you think Sparta is drinking this whiskey?
I just imagined he was just pounding it.
No.
Okay.
Sparta orders whiskey neat, which is to say, plain in a glass, made for sipping.
Okay. So nurse over the color sip like an hour.
Yeah.
Alright, that's fair.
Yeah, he takes his time.
Talon
Because,
is not. She is.
Because
Talon is
that 12 con does something for him, but not everything.
Yeah. When you get back, Talon is like slumped over on a table in the corner. Jafia and Mira are just eating a meal there. She is smoking slightly. Like something's going on with her biology that like little puffs of smoke are coming out of her nose, like just very faintly.
What about just when she gets mad? Is it just like in the cartoon?
It's actually just when she drinks herself to sleep.
Aww.
Does she have
This is
some
her
coming out
body-
of her ears?
No, it's
Just
like
the nose.
her body's expelling alcohol through the nose.
Oh,
Or
okay.
the metabolics or whatever.
Or like by breathing. Maybe.
Yeah.
So that means there's just a little puff of smoke that comes out periodically.
Yeah.
She's like a little train.
Sparta's gonna go over and give her a tap. You gonna make it?
Yeah. Huh? What?
You gonna make it?
Oh, I went to the toilet already.
I meant
But I
Namora.
will keep that favor in mind. It is a debt that I do not lightly give. Wait. Does that scan?
Yeah.
What's up? Oh.
The purpose of language is
Is Jethai like a warrior of some kind?
Yeah. He looks.
Alright.
Sparta's
Get it
gonna
out.
pull out a chair and sit down. The purpose of language is to communicate meaning.
Yeah. Well, what meaning am I doing? Am I doing a good meaning, Jethai? And she looks over and is like, yeah.
You're doing a really good meaning.
So what brings you to the city of Two Rivers?
Business,
Which
I
is
guess.
probably of all the nicknames for the city, the worst one. Mayor nods. There's like, I can think of a dozen cities off the top of my head that have Two Rivers, so.
Yeah, it is a little vague. Well, to answer your question, business.
Oh. A, personal business or just business?
That might become personal business later, but for the moment, well, I guess it is kind of personal.
A performing of services business or a transportation of goods
Is
service?
this still Talon, or is Talon completely
No,
out?
Talon is just over in the corner. So a transportation
I
of
specified
goods.
that I wanted to pull up a chair, like, at Talon's table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Jethai
they're
and
all-
Mira are there.
Okay.
There are other members of her group.
Alright. So, what was it?
Jethai is like, oh, and a transportation of goods service business or a performing of actions, rendering of services.
Rendering of services.
Talon giggles. Services.
Services rendered. Yeah.
She's a child, Jethai says.
Nothing wrong with children. You,
Children mode activates. Enthus begins, like, she begins.
Oh, no, run away.
She's suddenly magnetized over to you guys.
with a plate of hot food and a stuffed bear.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with children. You not a kids person?
No, apparently I am.
Yeah, alright, that's fair.
No, Talon lives life intensely.
It's the only way to live it.
I disagree strongly, but
Well, you know.
I guess it's not entirely mismatched for her chosen profession.
What does she do? What do you do?
Well, I'd say services, but she's just gonna giggle at that.
Services.
Services. You know, well, we fight to earn our living, generally against people. Society is determined are worth fighting against monsters and things coming up from below.
Honorable work, as much as it can be.
Yes, I suppose. You're speaking in Menti now, right? You have Menti?
Nope.
Okay. So, Jethai switched to Ingorsk when you started talking. A lot of the things Talon was saying earlier were in Menti, so yeah. But you were able to get the gist from Enthus, remember, is what she was doing. Talon can speak Ingorsk, so.
Probably shouldn't have taken Marish and Infernal.
Bah!
Oh well.
Well, Infernal or Abyssal
You
are
could be an
language.
adventurer.
Like you get one of those for free.
Yeah, I got Abyssal for free, but I didn't get Infernal for free. I could have taken Menti.
Oh well.
Yeah, okay, you know what? No, I am. Is it cool if I retcon this?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't used Infernal for anything, and it's.
Well, the Whiptick stuff, but
I mean, doesn't he speak Abyssal too? He's fucking Wivichik. I can't.
he wouldn't have
imagine
wrote the
he doesn't.
contract. He would have written the instructions in Menti then, if you know it.
Honestly, Marish might be even less practical to have picked up.
Why don't you switch that out since you actually haven't used that at all?
Yeah.
Also, we're much less likely to run into someone from Mario than someone from
The
the
country
depths
we
of
are.
hell.
Yeah, we've already ran into one of those dudes.
Yeah.
Alright.
So it looks like this is a game focusing on the divine entities of this world.
Nice. Alright, so yeah, Sparta's speaking in Menti then.
Okay.
Nah, where were we?
Right. Well, we live by the sword.
Not a half bad way to live.
I suppose not. I certainly couldn't think of anything better. Mira, could you think of something better? Just pipe up if you do.
Does she not talk?
It's about Kalena.
Corena.
Correct.
I remember your gods better than you.
Shut up. I
I
know the
noticed
things.
I'd much rather be working on the farm. Well, not really working anymore. Really, I'd just be sitting in a different tavern.
Oh, did you pull up a chair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I established that Enthus was talking with these guys too. So
Oh,
she'd probably be here as
okay,
well.
yeah.
There's a
So
great
it's-
big circle.
Mm-hmm.
Having a big old feelings jam.
Well, no, feelings.
Rudy's got tired of being the mysterious stranger who's just sort of sitting in a non-corner corner.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, you
Alright.
joined us.
Welcome back to society, old one.
The great old one.
Oh, that.
Face the thing that should only be for a couple more years.
Well, I mean, you've said a fair amount of unspeakable things that have caused people to perish from madness.
Yes,
True.
yes.
So they turn the line of questioning around by his accent and your appearance. I take it you came from the east, Ingor?
That is our most recent. It's the opposite of a destination.
Origin.
Origin. There we go.
Orodes here was actually, I mean, he's in a way an honorary member of the Menti people as well. He lived in what was it,
Were you legally
Selahar.
sworn in then? Got the law speaker and everything in front of the town? Well, welcome home, my brother.
Thank you. In fact, I only left Menti lands.
A month or so, a month or two.
Well, that's when I left my home. I only left Menti lands like a week ago.
Oh, more than a week.
No, it was more than a week. We had the time when we traveled back.
Which
Because
was
Whitecliff is like on the shore. It's pretty well into Ingor.
Okay. I thought. Okay.
So it's probably been a little more than a month. It's been
Okay.
more than a month since you've been in Mintyland.
Okay.
Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
About a month.
yeah.
I was as well. I told you about Parle, yes, where I came from.
No, I hadn't heard about that.
Oh, I guess I'm getting confused. Well, I'm one of the Menti as well,
Oh,
though I might not look like it.
well,
Yeah, I'm a disgusting foreigner here.
yes. How disgusting.
I'd say I'm
Come
the
on, is
unwashed.
he disgusting?
I'd say I'm unwashed, but I think it might be the other way around.
I don't follow that.
Me either.
Playing a dangerous game. Like knife checkers.
You want to play a game of knife checkers? Sparta opens his jacket.
No, I learned my lesson. I learned, contrary to popular belief, Mira, I can learn my lesson. I'm not playing knife checkers again.
Sparta
Is that where like you have your knives in checkers, but in order to like hop, you have to like?
No.
So it's kind of like this whole game, except it's just.
No, it's played up vertically on a wall, so it's like you make a board and then you have to throw knives at the wall.
But that just seems
It's
like
a combination of darts and checkers.
You can block a piece from getting hit with your hand if you want to block an enemy's move. But that's a dangerous game. I got the scar. Mira took care of the scar, but yeah, not playing knife checkers again.
Well, you don't have to block moves.
Why not just play checkers then? Or darts.
Why would you play one or the other when you could play both?
Excitement. Excitement is what makes knife checkers good. And I
Exactly.
learned the excitement is not worth the knife in your hand.
And once again, we arrive at the town square of don't block moves.
It's like the whole strategy of the game.
How do you play knife checkers?
I block a lot of moves.
Well, that might be a problem.
You shouldn't hear your little list. Okay, so knife checkers is a thing now.
I'm working to ruin your world building one ridiculous fluff piece at a time.
No, knife checkers, I'll allow it.
It's the sort of thing that dumb adventurers would totally invent.
Yep.
Fucking knife checkers.
So, what are all of your stories, since we gave a little bit about our origins?
Well, I am a swell cell sword.
A swell sword.
Yep, that's my sort of person. Ha.
Grigory's swell sword.
Well, I fight, I make a living doing that. It is easier than long-term financial planning and working on a farm. And I don't have the patience to be a merchant. The attention to detail. Mira over here is doing Karena's good deeds across the land for, you know, the sake of us poor inhabitants of this Vale of Tears, and she nods and puts one back. And
Noble work.
Telan is living her life to the fullest. Which,
Nice.
I guess in her opinion, if someone's not trying to kill you over it, you probably haven't done anything worth doing.
I agree.
Well, then, I'd say we're doing pretty well.
How about you people?
Oh. Well, I mean, a lot can happen in 242 years. I've lived in Parle for 93. Only recently I got the call from the crow himself. A quest.
Right.
And now I have
Mara
his
seems
help.
a little more interested about this. She's looking, yep.
Well, I mean, it takes one look at the tensions between Ingor and Menti, for instance, to know that there's, well, a lot of conflict that needs to be set right. The most peaceful way that we can. It's not just with mortals either, it's also with the gods. Now more than ever, it's important for the righteous to come together and bring this world to its happiest outcome.
Which is why they brought me along, you understand.
So you have issues then? You have a stake in the Blood War or something? Or?
I can't entirely remember the whole backstory, and I'm
So
sorry
the Blood
about
War, in its more specific sense, refers to the war between Hell and the Abyss, lawful evil and chaotic evil. In this context, he is referring to the third most important side, which is everyone else. The goods,
that. Yeah.
trying to stop either side from winning and spilling over and taking over creation.
Also remember Wivitik mentioning the war in heaven as something to do with the good guys? Was that...
War in the Heavens, that doesn't refer to anything specific you
Okay.
know of.
Okay.
Like that's...
I just wanted to make sure that wasn't a...
There isn't a specific war between good aligned gods going on right now.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't assume that it was an actual war, but it could have, political maneuvering and whatnot.
From what Enfys has probably picked up about the whole situation, yeah. Like, I guess if Enfys doesn't know, would she have sought specific theological knowledge? She's a teacher, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, this isn't really for the education of children, though. This is adult stuff.
Yeah.
You want to just make a roll, a knowledge religion?
So it's at 8. Okay, that's 14.
Yeah, Hell and the Abyss are at war with each other. Good is trying to, a loose coalition of good deities is understood to be also, like, trying to stop either of the other two from taking over the universe.
Then yes, I would say I have a stake in that war.
Saving souls, winning sides over to the forces
Yes.
of good.
The crow, one of the crow's main areas is redemption, after all.
I didn't know he had a stake in the other war, though.
And neither did I
I
until...
thought he and the bear and gods like them were more gods of this plane.
Well, neither did I until recently. But I'm more than happy to do his work. It is good work.
Well, that's good, right, Mira?
Seems like a tentative yes.
Just say something if you have any problem with that.
Well, if there's anything that I can do to aid the Church of Corona, I would be more than happy. Single gold piece.
She says you walked into that one. She
My
does a
mother-
little clasp hand bow at you, like, and it is actually appreciated.
Fair, fair.
My motivations for being here are much more mundane. I was a soldier, well, general.
You were no soldier, you were a general!
Oh?
You remember the,
I haven't heard of any Menti generals who came from England originally.
you remember the, what was it called? Like 35 years ago.
The Rizzi insurrection?
The Rizzi insurrection. He was the Marshal of the King.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
might have fought you.
Perhaps we did fight once.
Fight again, fight again, fight again, fight again, fight
No,
again.
no,
fight again.
no.
Let's
no.
see, I was a boy of 16 at the time, but yeah, I got sent out with a detachment from, my hometown. There was a Marshal of the King, Rhodey Zalaria.
That
Is
me.
that to whom I'm speaking?
That's the man.
Well, we're a good bit past the point where I'd have to kill you, so I just gotta say congratulations, sir, on being so hard to kill.
Yeah, that is something of the sticking point.
That's
See,
kind of the tenor of our festivities.
After I resolved the massive clusterfuck of a war we had that neither side really wanted to be fighting.
Well, I'm glad to hear some on your side were of that opinion. I take objection that nobody wanted it on either side. No bad
I
blood
suppose
here.
that
I
is
understand
fair.
how these things work.
The important part is plenty of politics happened between me and people who didn't agree with how I ended the war on more peaceful terms.
All is not well in the house of the Golden King.
And I decided instead of sticking around to get officially exiled, I'd just exile myself and I started a new life in the Menti lands. 35 years later, a certain,
Well, I mean, 35 years ago the war began. I think it was
Right.
18 years. 18 years ago the war ended.
okay, we'll just call it 20 years then.
I have the timeline.
Because Orodes' daughter is 18 years old.
War ended 20 years ago.
Okay.
The insurrection.
The Rizian insurrection?
So turns out a certain Leopold of Walmgrove, whose father had made a substantial tactical error that during this war that
Might have made it drag on even longer, for all we know.
probably would have, or probably did. But the important point is this Leopold is trying to scrub out anyone who knows of his father's mistake, who could threaten his
Family prestige.
family prestige. And so even though I hadn't been in Ingor for 20 years, he sent some folks to kill me. So I returned the favor, burned down his
Killed
house.
Oh.
Didn't quite kill him.
I did steal his saber though, look at this.
Oh, nice sword. Good sword, nice sword.
And now I'm hiding out here for a while until the chance comes for me to end our little war.
Ooh, spicy revenge story. Are you enthralled, Mira? She's enthralled.
I can tell by that joyous look in her eyes.
Well, oh yes, I was gonna ask. Since you came from the east, did you encounter a half-orc man named Tursk and his companions on the way over?
Doesn't sound familiar.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Tursk was my protege, a young man who I have considerable stake in the well-being of, and he was looking into an issue in a mine out that direction, out the way you came, North Bridge up from there.
Huh. That's,
It would have been a few days out. But.
And you're worried?
Well, I expected him back by now. And it's the nature of our profession. Honestly, it doesn't bother me too much the idea of me dying. But Tursk, he's younger than me. That's not fair. He barely got started.
No, not at all.
Well, I mean, it's not that I trust him. He's competent. But sometimes you get unlucky.
But you can't help but worry. I understand completely.
Fate is not in our hands. Yes, it is. Got it, Talon says.
Yeah, you see, it's right there. It's right there. Grab it.
Little crackle of purple energies in your hand.
Yeah, you do, champ.
As this guy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude, champ.
But it is fine to worry. I understand very well. I actually taught a lot of children during my 93 years spent in Parle.
Oh, I bet you've seen a few of them go too.
Yes, I've watched children that I've taught die of old age.
Is that part of why you left home?
No.
Your first crop started coming due and you realized what you had ahead of you?
I mean, perhaps. The main thing that made me leave was...
No, I'm bringing you down, no.
No, don't worry. Don't worry. Whenever I think of Parle, I have nothing but happy thoughts.
Well, that's good.
I've got an adopted son back there, too.
Oh!
Really took to life well. He's
His friends call him the half-elf?
They might. He's a blacksmith now, made me this bracelet
Oh.
when I left.
Well, that's two worlds coming together. That's nice.
He has a daughter too. It's nice to see the long-term effects of things.
You know, I've heard of a few more common in this part of the world than Ingor, I think, for a nice young lad to find a nice young lass from other sides of the gulf between our peoples.
If
Or
only.
and for progeny of both to arise. I've just never heard of it happening without the nice young lad involved. So that's funny.
Hmm.
You know, it's usually the human boy and the elf girl I've noticed. Do you know why that is?
Well, we are very attractive.
Well, yes, but I'd assume it goes both ways. I
Certainly.
just feel like I'm not saying I haven't seen it, but I feel like it's more common that way.
I think.
You know what I'm talking about?
I think by human standards, elves tend to appear a little bit more feminine.
Oh, yeah. So, like, the human girls, you know, might have a harder time finding an elf guy who... just a skewering of odds.
It definitely happens, though.
Yeah,
in fact,
I've seen it.
I'm pretty sure there's another party member who we don't even have right now who has an elf father and a human mother. I'm very sure, actually, that that's the case.
Oh. I hope Hans watches this.
Hey.
No, I mean, look, I'm not trying to make an issue here or anything.
You're not.
It's just a thing I sort of thought I noticed.
It's a thing you notice.
Yeah.
No worries.
I'm not racist, but
Listen, when I say Jews control the media, I don't mean that it's a conspiracy. I just mean that a lot of Jews are
it's
in
what I
media.
notice. One thing I've always wanted to do is, if I married a Jewish girl, I'd come home and ask her if I could change the TV, and she'd be like, "No, I'm watching something." I'm like, "Fucking Jews control the media."
Oh, jeez.
It's not a conspiracy. There's just a lot of Jewish people that go into media, and it shouldn't be a problem to state that fact.
Oh my God.
Okay. Anyway.
Now that we're done getting ourselves
Disclaimer: none of us
traumatized.
actually think that. should be obvious.
Oh, please, we got
You know,
auto.
it's funny. Dwarves are usually given as a Scottish analog, but Tolkien based them more off like a Jewish language and what he saw as.
So that's why they're so rich.
I mean, honestly, that's like kind of informed. I have heard informed some of his decisions about how to like build their culture and things. Was
Interesting. And
Judaism.
they're cowards.
they are not.
They're not cowards.
One of them was even willing to die next to an elf. It takes a lot of work.
A lot of courage.
Yeah. It's like you get to dwarf heaven and everyone's laughing at you.
All right.
You didn't even kick the elf and then
Is the
shit.
title of this one going to be Things Get Racist?
Well, I'm sure I'll find someone.
yeah.
If that's what you're concerned about, clearly.
Look, at very worst, we've determined you might have a bit of an edge.
I mean, I'm not bad looking.
No, you're not. Right, Mira?
Yeah.
She says she wouldn't know.
I do have the perfect trait, which, like, means that I am actually very good looking.
Ooh.
Like, it's a racial trait.
Got to invest in those feats.
Yeah. I mean, it makes my diplomacy and bluff better against humanoids.
Hmm.
Which is pretty much the only time I'm ever going to use that, so I just have that marked down as a permanent. Anyway. I guess we just keep chatting with these these fellas.
Talking the talk. Anything either of you guys want to bring up specifically?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Does the group notice that Spara actively did not follow up with his backstory when Erodi's finished with his?
No, they sort of like are willing to move past. Like they're just like moving around. If you're like trying to fly under the radar on that one,
No, he's not like trying to fly under the radar. He just doesn't follow up. Like, Erodi's ends and he just sits there.
all right.
So if they have like an expectation of going around the circle, then it would be kind of noticeable that it went, story.
Racism.
Racism.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they would like bring that up.
Probably not. Talon might give you a look at one point and say, "So what was it like for you growing up?" I think you're a bit further removed from the source than I am.
The source?
Like, like your progenitor. Like, it was my actual father, she says, straightening up a bit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know where it came from. Somewhere on my dad's side. Got that down for sure.
Didn't Wivitic just show you your whole like genealogy?
He didn't show it to me, he just read it himself. He's like,
Okay.
yep, definitely on your dad's side. So that's somewhere up there. Don't know. But I actually do know what kind it was.
Oh?
Yeah. He was a babao.
Ba-ba. That's a fun word.
I know.
Bow.
I know, it's great.
Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
So, I
I bet
lost
that's the noise they
specificity on one side and gained it on another.
No, I don't know what that is. It was wrong if she...
I don't know. I don't really know a lot about them, just that they're greasy fuckers.
Yeah, he had a bit of
Rolling in with that knowledge religion at a 17. Do I know what a babao is?
Yeah, you can know what a babao is.
Okay.
Technically, that's knowledge planes.
Yeah, but who cares?
Well,
I'm letting it substitute.
technically...
yeah, like I'm aware of that, but like in Dest I have it so that knowledge religion and knowledge planes are the same.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's a fair call to
the
make.
knowledge skills are.
A little too subdivided.
I'm willing to be flexible.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
knowledge skills try to be like
Yeah, it's in the
equally
bestiary.
useful in a way that just
demon.
doesn't.
It's like the
fit
first
well.
one. Yeah. Oh, babao? Are you not
Yeah.
familiar?
Yeah, greasy fuckers.
Yes. The greasiness is the primary trait of them.
Yeah, his hair doesn't stay in place itself.
I did notice you do your sweat does hold it together in a much more like I don't know. It keeps its shape a lot better.
Yeah, things get weirder the more I exert myself.
Well, it looks very good on you. Suits you well. No, just acidic demons. Your sweat might actually be a bit acidic itself.
It tends to wear things out. There's a reason I wear undershirts under this jacket.
Oh, does it actually wear away at the clothes?
Every once in a while. Nothing to draw too heavily on the cash, but, well, there's a reason I spent my money on an overcoat and not an undershirt.
It sounds like an unpleasant conception. My condolences to your how many greats grandmother.
Yeah, it probably wasn't great. Oh well.
I don't know, cultists. She makes a face and goes,
Yeah, who knows? Maybe that was the point.
Ah, maybe she was into it.
Alright, well,
A little bit of a tingly burning sensation.
Could we talk about something else?
Spada
she just-
rotates his glass of whiskey and takes a sip. Burning sensation.
she just sort of coughs a little like silvery cloud of stuff. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
All
And
right.
just gets up and walks
You
a little
probably
outside
need
the
to
door.
relieve your stomach of whatever those.
Not
words
what
are.
I'm relieving later.
Yeah.
She's
What's
finger guns
What's her
it
name?
over.
Talal.
Tell on.
Talan.
She finger guns at.
You and then you guys and then just sort of like keeps then a hand on the wall and like whoop around the door frame and
Alright, Spada gives her a. Or I don't know. He probably does like a finger gun with his tail, like a whip up and.
she's like and goes up. Alright, so when she's gone, Mira sits out her drink and looks at you. Jafai looks, I think she's saying, what are your intentions with my daughter?
I'm sure she is. Well, I mean, if you have a problem with it, feel free to speak to me about it.
She looks at Jafai and is like, I'm not saying that. She can mind herself. What are you signing down? Oh, no. No. I'm sorry. She's a little protective because she's crazy. She has worms in her head,
Huh?
and the worms they eat her.
Oh
brain.
no, that's terrible.
Sounds uncomfortable.
Mira looks upset. Oh yes, lots of worms, just horrible.
All over the place.
Oh, is this,
Just
or is
getting
this
the-
one of those cultist situations?
getting
where
their
this
worm
was,
juice.
No, just a
everywhere.
worm situation.
No.
Alright.
There's no evil gods or anything involved. It's just worms.
Brain worms.
Oh,
She's got brain worms.
they're leaving their worm juice
Well, my
everywhere.
sincerest condolences about your brain worms.
She says I can heal myself, so I could get rid of them if I had them, but she just tells herself that because she's too embarrassed. She can't get rid of them.
Oh no, I understand. Guilt's
The
a
brain
thing.
worms ate the brain worm, killing part of her brain. So
Look,
Oh, yeah.
it's fine to be nervous about these things. Don't worry.
Listen, I've got smoldering acid sweat. Things are weird. I understand.
Yeah, let's take the piss out of Mira.
Mira starts tapping her chin and looking thoughtfully over it at one of the job posting boards. Oh yeah, you keep threatening that, but you're not gonna leave. You're not gonna leave. You gonna go work with Tursk when he gets back? Tursk's got a healer.
Ooh, jealousy. A plot develops. Wish I were a novelist.
So, do you by any chance have any idea what that 1,000 gold posting is about?
Yeah, that 1,000 gold bounty. What's
that?
that?
Was crazy.
That must be
Story on that.
It's up in the corner. It must have been up there for a long time.
Right. So there's a.
Uh-oh. This is the stuff that he has notes on.
Oh no, not actual notes.
So there was. Right there is. Damn it. Lika Nylos. She was a student at the Tower of the Arts, learning there. One of like the half dozen apprentices they got up in that place.
Prestigious?
I mean, if you've got the talent, they'll take you, and there's really no other place to go. Everyone's kind of scared of wizards, but that's the town.
Is it open to the public at all? I was
You
hoping,
can go and ask, and sometimes they let you in, and sometimes they don't.
I was hoping to take a look around. I haven't seen places like that very
You
often.
know, like if you're someone who can give them useful information, definitely. If you just want to look at the library,
I
you
am-
probably got a decent
I
chance.
am
of that.
Palachi's first cleric.
That
could-
might get their attention. Yeah, you could go up there and chat with some people.
But secretly. Simon just wants to get
Oh boy.
the Albani dick.
Oh boy. Is that an actual stated goal now? Man,
I do want to meet Var at some point. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like this is one of the things that's really making me want to play this game is like seeing some of the old characters and some old parts of this world, which was the first world that I really had fun playing RPGs in.
But also, you want to slide into those DMs.
Oh yeah.
well, all right then. No, so you know, it's a tale as old as wizards plumbing the depths of reality and things. Someone looked a little too deeply into knowledge he wasn't quite ready for yet. The master found out, she was going to be punished or expelled from the institution. I have a friend who is one of the more traveling wizards instead of an academic wizard, closer to our kind of people.
I see.
Anyways, he's still on good terms with the tower. So faced with the prospect of a heavy disciplinary action, she kind of wigged out on them. Wouldn't take that as an acceptable loss and decided to escalate rather intensely, and bad things happen when wizards escalate. So something got summoned, as far as I can tell, and
That's exciting.
I mean, say what you will about elves and not caring about about things, but elven wizards tend to be the least volatile.
yeah, I have heard that. The usual exception to the way.
I grew up with a few.
Usual exception. Strange.
Well, elves are a more impulsive lot, and when you find an elf who isn't impulsive, they usually are a wizard, in my opinion. In my experience, we're not doing that again.
We're back to
You're not.
We're back to your own personal experiences. Wonderful.
I can talk about
Yes.
my own personal
Anecdotal,
experience.
yes, my anecdotal experiences, which are, after all, the dogmatic truth of reality.
Of course.
Isn't that right, Mary? Yes, she says it's in the holy book.
The brainworm's a great.
Hang on.
No, no.
Oh yes, Palachi, God of Words, says that is true. Everything you say is correct.
Yes, and her brainworm case mysteriously cleared up right before she said that, so you know it's true.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm so happy for her.
Yes.
Oh, it's
Anyway.
back now.
Anyway, we're talking.
Oh, they're back. They just came back in. They left the door open. Propped it open.
Oh,
Gotta
alright.
change the locks.
Well, anyway, so didn't end pretty.
No. So, Lika takes off after that while the tower is trying to contain what she called up. Because of that, the wizards weren't able to nip her in the bud, so she's loose somewhere around Alba, maybe in Alba. You don't know where. But she's now considered highly dangerous to the tune of 1,000 gold.
That's something that many of us could sing to.
Yes. Plus, standard bounty rights. You can take what's on her person unless it's the property of the tower.
Ooh.
Well, I don't think we can take her quite yet.
Yeah, I've
Not-
got-
No.
Yeah, we're not the most.
If she caused that much of a
experienced, so-
stir, I don't think I could.
If she tries going back to the tower, I think they could reliably put her down, but that's because they have, like 12 wizards in one place that are all pretty good at what they do.
Scary.
Yes. But if you're like even interested in that, you can go talk to them about it. That would probably get you in. If you wanted to look at other things, they do not like that situation.
Perhaps I will go talk to them tomorrow. I still do need a few days to figure out what I'm doing in town, but it's dusk now.
Yeah.
Probably not a good time to go seeing the town.
Yep.
All right. Well, I guess we. Is there anything else that we want to talk about?
We can just cover you guys selling your stuff tomorrow if you want to do that.
Yeah.
All right.
Does anyone have anyone they want to talk to about these things specifically? Like,
Suppose we kind of get a general sense of what jobs are available. So we
if
can
you want to pick
decide.
one job to pursue more in detail, you have the details on the Greenwood
Actually,
Brothers.
I was
You can
also,
go down to the cathedral tomorrow and talk to that guy if you were interested in that one.
What was the cathedral job? Oh, it was a holier den.
Yes.
Retreat.
oh yeah, and there was also that guy's protege,
Tursk, yeah.
Tursk.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not an official job.
yeah, it's not.
I would probably really appreciate it if you go when you found it. That's not something I was intending to be a mission, but yeah, that's a perfectly valid thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think I will ask about the Beholder's Den
Mhm.
and what's in there, but I also want to ask the wizards, about that particular case. With the idea that I'm probably not going to be solving it now, but
I feel like we should wait on talking to them about it until.
Wait to go to the tower until later.
Yeah.
okay.
I know.
You want that Vardic, but too bad.
No.
Edit judiciously. Alright, so we're gonna sell stuff and you wanna drop in at the cathedral tomorrow to get the job and then we'll wrap up for the night? Sure.
Yeah.
We got a
yeah,
half hour, so.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm not gonna go like seller by seller for you guys. You just make a roll for the day, and that's your luck in the market. Okay, you got like is this a diplomacy roll? Yes. Okay, I have 6 in diplomacy. I can assist you. You can also the spell. Guidance. Yes, guidance. Yes, of course. Guidance on both of us. Yeah. All right, so I'm at a +7. That's a natural 20. So +2 for me. That's a 14. Okay. +11 is. We're rolled higher than you. Hold on. 25 +2 27. All right, you get 90% of purchase price. 90%. Nice. That's where it caps. Yeah. Okay, so let's get on. There's no amount of sweet talking that will convince somebody to buy something off me for as much or more than they can. Yeah, unless you're like tricking them about the value of the object, which is a different kind of rule. Yes. And not one I am skilled at or wanting to do. Okay, so here's some things. Well, first of all, we have studded leather armor. Well, actually, yeah, we do have 2 suits of studded. We have a suit of small leather armor, which I think just costs the same. Small leather, 10 gold. Okay. Padded armor, 5 gold. 2 suits of studded leather, 25 each. Alright, so 50. Let's see. A small spear. Small spear. Oh wait, 2 bucklers. Let's do the 2 bucklers first. While we're on weren't you keeping one of the bucklers? Do you want to keep one of the bucklers? It's good for you for now because you're not like doing 2 weapon fighting. So you might as well have a shield in your other hand. And a buckler is nice because you can still use your hands for other things. Like, you don't have to pay for it either. I think you guys decided you're just giving out useful items. Yeah. Like, I understand the sort of like high level of fairness of making people buy shit off of art, but honestly, I think it's more work than it's worth. Definitely at least at lower levels, yeah. How much does it raise my HP by? Just 1 point. But you still get your hand free. If you want, you can also invest in a heavy shield, which gives you +2. But that would require full dedication of your hand. It's really not as aesthetic. Okay. It's a valid decision. Okay. We aren't playing to win plot boys. 15 gold. Okay, 15 gold for both of them? Goddamn right we aren't playing to win plot boys. Goddamn right. I'm gonna play this suboptimally. Okay, a small spear. Spear. Small spear. I don't think the size affects the price. 2 gold. Possible. Okay. Taking these penalties to be better. The sling won't be able to sell for anything, so we can probably just forget about that. 2 composite longbows. Where are we looking? Okay. 200. 200 for both of them? For both of them together. Yeah, 100 apiece. Alright, 2 rapiers. It's a melee weapon. 20 gold pieces per rapier. So 40. A short sword. 10. Let's see. I think we're keeping the arrows. I'm just gonna. I have 80 arrows. I have 58 now. Let's see. I have, I think, 20, but I don't actually use them because. Alright, the statue of the nasty frog. How much do you think I could sell that for? You get 10 gold for that. Alright, and it's weird, it was carved by kobolds, and a holy symbol of Palor. That is also 10. Okay. Less unique, but more of a market. Alright, I think that's everything. Okay, so total haul, 352 gold pieces. Times 0.9? Yep. Alright, 316.8. Okay, so divided by 3, 105 and 6 silver. It's a pretty good haul. Alright. And I think whichever plot hook you chase after this one, after you're done with that, we're gonna have our first level up. Sound good? Alright, okay. So you said 8 silver? 6 silver. 6 silver. Yeah. Okay.
Alright, and Church of Palor, right?
Yes.
So who's all going down to the cathedral?
I'll go.
All are welcome in this place.
Are they?
I don't know, does that extend to demons?
I don't know, does it?
You're not a demon, though.
Which one of us here is the
But you
scholar
look
of
like
evil?
one, and you're an outsider, and you're evil, and
Yeah.
you look like a demon.
Even if I don't burst into flames on planar principle purely, I'm pretty sure I'd get.
There are probably objects in there that would kill you if you tried to touch
I'm
them.
pretty sure I'd get burst into flame by an object or cleric.
Yes. Okay, so you're just gonna go back to the fiddlehead? Or skulk around making God-fearing citizens feel uncomfortable?
Tempting, tempting.
Quite a respectable hobby, that is.
Well, maybe I'll try and get into the Church of Palor. Why not? What could go wrong?
What could go right?
Okay,
Yeah, let's give it a shot. What could go right?
so the Church of Palor is on the southern side of town. The cathedral is in the southern bit of town across the river. This is the newer part. It's laid out a bit more sensibly. The old Alba is laid out a lot in the way old cities are, where the roads kind of match to what like cow paths were before this place was even a city. Lots of winding, crooked, narrow streets. This is also true of old Alba, but there's like slightly more rhyme and reason to how this place is set up. The cathedral is off the southern square, the other big market square in Alba. It is a tall, imposing, and beautiful structure.
What was the dragon's name?
Hmm?
The Menti. The dragon. What was his name? Lawful neutral?
Oh, Kathmel, yeah.
Kothmel came down and was like, I'm just gonna arrange this a little bit.
Jesus Christ. Whoever
Okay.
that is.
Okay, holy shit.
Wow, this is a real. Okay, no, we just straight.
I can do this and it'll be harmless.
Let's
give me
just
a
start over south of this river, okay?
All right, we're
Right
just-
next door.
It's gonna be right over there. It's no trouble. You can keep the old shitty stuff. Just. It's right there. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Main Street.
Oh, that looks
Main
great.
Street.
Yeah.
Straight Main Street. Straight Main Street lead to other streets. Straight Main Street.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Not like gridded out like Manhattan, but you know, more sensible. Even Manhattan has like battery park and shit, so.
Win some, you lose some.
Yep. Also, it's like apparently pretty bad for traffic late in the day and things, because like, you know.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Church of Palor.
Yeah, okay, so this is a tall, beautiful structure. You know, just big medieval cathedral. Everything you're thinking, that's probably what you're seeing there. You know.
Like Gothic or Romanesque?
More on the Romanesque side, I think.
All right.
Yeah. This is the largest church of Palor on Amakar, outside of Ingor.
Can I have one?
Michael, recyclable.
Okay.
Recyclable.
Recyclable.
This is the largest church of Palor on the continent outside of Ingor, so kind of a big deal.
Okay. May I have one?
Okay.
Thank you.
Fuck off, buy your own goddamn cinnamon rolls. You
It's
got
not-
half an hour to walk to Whole Foods. Michael got a 20% family discount. I worked there for one day. If you join their program to be fit and heart healthy and exercise, you can get up to 30% off.
Well,
Anyway.
yeah. So it's
I
not a
guess-
holy day or anything.
Yeah.
But there are still like a few people coming in for prayers and things.
Okay.
And you guys head in.
In I go.
All right. So you're in like the main area.
Alright, Spotter's gonna like reach a finger around like the B-men. Just like,
When your finger crosses, there's a bit of a tingle.
oh.
You can stay outside if you want.
I don't like that. Well, that's to hell with it. And he steps all the way through.
All right. The tingle washes over your body and grows in intensity. It doesn't become painful, but you suddenly feel like you're being watched.
Whoa.
The direct someone's looking at me feeling goes away pretty quick, but you still have a thin ice feeling, let's call it.
Okay.
right then.
That is your place in Palor's eyes.
Okay.
I ain't gonna outright kill you, but you are on thin ice.
Well, this feels like being back in White Cliff.
All right. So there's a line of pews going up to a center altar place. There's a large, beautiful stained glass window that's sort of lined up with where the sun would rise, so that for morning services, Palor is looking straight in through the window. You see the big, golden sunburst face figure of Palor, if you know what that looks like. Looking down benevolently on the patrons. There's a few people up close to the altar kneeling and things. One guy in the back who's like reading a book. And you see a priest off in the corner tapping his chin looking like, really? And he's talking to someone over by what in a actual church we would call a baptismal font.
Okay.
And he's talking to a young man who is there with sort of a very dark green robe, a traveler's cloak worn over his body, who has a crow perched on his shoulder.
Oh.
And they're talking over there.
I'm gonna approach, of course.
Mhm.
I'm just going to stand like a distance away and let them finish their conversation, but I'm like making my presence known. Waiting my turn.
Well, she's definitely. So you hear the priest saying, "Well, yes, you're right that she definitely was well behaved, but why did she? Do you want to come in here with her that bad?" I would have told her to stay outside. He says, gesturing up at the soldier, but she wanted to perform ablutions. No. Yes, she does, and she made it known. It's an animal. I'm very flattered, obviously. Well, I'm a practitioner of the arcane, of familiars, yes? Oh, so she actually wants...
Antis is giggling a little at this.
Yeah. She saw me do it, and now she wants to. Well. If I were to say no, I'd be the bad guy in some parable or something. So, can you speak to me, little bird? Yes? Oh, okay. What's your name? V. All right, V, and he takes her up and brings her down to the font. Palor's light upon you. The man says she's mostly doing it because she saw me do it. Yes, well, we can't turn people away for that. It's a good enough reason. Well, I'm glad to see someone from the tower
Turning the baptismal font into a bird bath.
Oh, I'm gonna catch flack for this. I would catch more flack for not, though, so it's the kind of decisions a good, God-fearing man must make. And
You would have been part of the fables.
Yeah. Alright, the bird flutters back up onto his shoulders. Well, it's good to see someone from the tower coming down here. I like old buildings.
This one's a lot more new, though, wouldn't you say?
Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you done with your conversation? I'm sorry.
Yes. My associate has done her ablutions, right, V?
Oh, you're very beautiful. Do you mind?
V flutters down on you. I like this one, she says, craning her head around backwards. The priest is like, I won't get used to that. The crow looks at you.
You're a beauty, aren't you?
Yes, very, very pretty.
And she,
Not as handsome as Master back there, but very pretty.
he is a handsome fellow, but I think you're very pretty.
Alright. The man is decently tall, looks like he was well fed, but he's not fat or anything. Just
Okay. Yeah.
had a good nutritional background for the time and place.
Yes.
Short dark hair and is looking at you kind of
She's your familiar then?
yes.
She's very smart. I guess that's what it means.
He gestures for her to come back, and as he lifts his cloak, you see a spellbook at his side and a little sickle with little runic inscriptions on it at the other, and he waves her back, and she flutters back into his shoulder.
I think for ravens myself. I mean, as you can see.
Yes. You're certainly dressed the part.
You're a spellcaster then?
Yes, a wizard.
At the tower over there?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of checking
Still a
it out.
student technically, but I don't know. I think it's time to go test my chops pretty soon, I suppose.
Well, best of luck for that.
I suppose so. I won't be leaving for maybe till the end of the year, though.
Take your time. Well, I wish you well. Goodbye, V.
Say goodbye, V.
I,
She just squawks at you. Yeah, she can talk, but she doesn't like it.
Palachi's laughter upon you.
The crow, yes. He sort of just nods and moves
Okay.
out of there.
Well, all right.
Yeah, that
so-
was Greg.
Yes, of course. Totally new character.
No, no,
Never
this
seen
Didn't
before.
catch your name, Lady Elf.
Oh, Enthis. Enthis Avesta. Well, you could call me Enthis Parolni if you really wanted to keep my identity safe.
Ah, well, don't need to do that. Var.
Var,
Yes.
good to meet you.
And you can call me Albani since I am actually kind of concerned about my last name.
Certainly. Well, Palachi's laughter upon you as well, Var.
I could certainly use some of that. And he walks off.
All right. Okay,
He's
so,
like, a bird wanted to do the ablutions and... Well,
Well-
are you a priest of the Ninefold Path then?
what was,
No, that's
this is me, Simon, not knowing this.
yeah. That's a term used to describe the native religion by usually people from outside.
Yes, actually. The first, as far as I can tell, to do it this way.
Oh?
I'm a cleric of Palachi.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I'm sorry. I feel like I'm being a little bit ostentatious, telling that to everyone I meet.
I mean,
but-
I wear a big sun on my chest. I think people know what I'm about. I can't really fault you for that. That's what a cleric does. I didn't know that particular god moved in that particular mysterious way.
Me neither until a little over a month ago.
Yeah. Var is like sort of like listening to this out of the corner. Like,
Yes, a month or so ago, I actually had a vision from Palachi himself. I am on a quest. And for now I'm sitting here in Alba trying
Var is just turning around in the background.
to... For now
You hear like the classic door creaking sound.
For now I'm staying a time in Alba, getting experience in... Well, it's maybe a bit... I don't know, undignified to say it, but I'm an adventurer for now. Which I suppose is a noble profession for many clerics.
Yes. Better to be out among the people, spreading the word. Hiding in your big stone house like me.
Yes.
Well, sister, what can I do for you?
Well, there was a job posting for the Beholder's Den, correct?
Oh my goodness, you've actually come about that?
Yes, I heard from a friend of mine.
Well,
Hi.
I am quite pleased to hear that a
Yes.
servant of another god
Yes.
would come to assist.
Many of the jobs there are bounties and the like. Not really. I mean, I've got a friend
This
who's.
is a blessed day. A blessed day. Come, we can go into my
I don't know
house.
if I'd call it that, but
Listen. Well, day is blessed.
well, all days are blessed if you make them blessed enough.
Well, I think the other was shown rather auspiciously to arrange such cooperation between us two. And the crow, of course.
Oh
The
yes.
crow didn't shine, but you know what I mean.
Palachi has a good opinion of Paylor, I can assure you.
Yes. So I'm glad to hear it.
All right. Well, that out of the way.
If he would like to convert,
No.
we have some literature.
On behalf of the crow, I'm going to have to decline for now.
Oh, he's probably read it anyways. All right, please come
I
in.
can't get this idea out of my head though, of just one god converting to become a worshiper of another. Just like,
Jesus becomes Buddhist.
And he becomes a first level cleric in an adventuring party.
Oh, that's dumb.
I think pizza tacos should be pizza tacos.
No, I'm. Oh, well, that wasn't offered.
No, I think it should be a thing.
Nah, I don't really. Pizza's good enough.
But it's so much easier to eat.
I mean, pizza's pretty easy to eat.
You gotta be pretty lazy to have a problem with pizza.
Yeah.
I have to use my hands. Can I just move into my mouth? Alright, so he takes you into a nice little office.
I was once lost in the mire of animist Shinto, what with being the sun and all, until Allah showed me the way.
Sometimes I compliment myself and I realize I am committing shirk, a great sin.
Jesus was Muslim.
I mean, Muslims would say that. That is their contention, yes.
Yeah, that's true, huh? All right. Well, anyway, we're in an office
Yeah.
like place.
Enough of this. This.
Enough of this. Well, from what I can tell, I'm not being sent in to fight a beholder. Was
Yes, yes.
slain a good many years ago.
No. I believe the beast in question was responsible for taking over this artifact, but we have been able to confirm it did not destroy it. Someone in the intervening years was in and out of that cave and they saw the artifact. The beholder in question moved on some 20 years ago, and we at this point feel reliably certain that something killed it or else it's just not coming back. We're looking for a chalice much like this one, except holier.
A holy chalice.
Yes, more important than this one.
And there's a grave you can put it in front of that right there. You can enter some nice pre-generated dungeons. Some people say that they don't really like it that much, but it's really just, it's an option. It's something, it's an additional thing.
We
that
want
you
it
do.
as a service available to our guests. It's just more content, you know. So yes, it's much like this one, except depth 3.
There are, of course, arguments from counter religions that more content is not better content.
Oh, but may Palor's light shine upon those darkened souls.
Okay, the joke's gone on long enough. We're reaching like a minute and a half into this joke.
Yeah.
It was funny for the first one.
Okay. Yes. It is cast of gold with sapphires put in the side.
Okay. Seems like it would stand out.
Yes.
All right. Holy chalice. Do you know any? I mean, certainly if it's been sitting around for 20 years, there must be something else in there.
The beholder? Well, the beholder's den, we know, is probably filled with many treasures and small things he took from other people.
Well, I suppose that's a little bit extra that I could get for myself.
Yes, and you are, of course, welcome to anything that is not the church's property.
Certainly.
Yes. We can use it to easily consecrate new holy water and things like that. It can be useful in case the parishioners are threatened.
Certainly. So, do you know anything of the new tenants of this abode?
I had heard that there was evidence of goblinoids trying to infest parts of it, but
Goblins.
yes.
I've already fought kobolds.
I've heard that they've been driven out by something else, or like there haven't been reports of a goblin problem in the area, which makes it seem unlikely that there are any goblins living in the area, since
A goblin, if you will.
yes,
A goblin.
goblins living in places almost directly correlates to goblin problems in those places.
I suppose. Well, I suppose that's all the information I need, other than where this den is.
Right. So he pulls out a map here. This is the diocese. It's a little town out here is the closest place. We believe it's in this little confluence of hills down here.
All right. Well, that should be everything I need then. Thank you for the opportunity.
I don't think there is a local church in Fehan. We have a cleric going through once a month on a circuit to try and tend to the needs, but
Well,
only a few people in Fehan.
well, as a cleric of Palachi, all of the Mentu lands are my church.
I suppose so. Not in a more bureaucratic sense. Then.
No, certainly not.
At least not yet.
As planned, but I'm sure he'll be civil about it.
Right.
Well,
No, obviously this is a risky undertaking. We're asking you to go somewhere dangerous. We can offer you 500 gold pieces for the chalice alone. This is something that the church is willing to offer. I've spoken to my superiors about this. They're happily willing to authorize that if it means a holy water back.
all right.
It was held by a saint.
Is that so?
Yes.
I hate to barter at all, but would there be any form of advance payment we could receive?
That I don't think I can do.
Are you gonna have some more pizza?
Like, it's just, if you find the chalice, we'll give you 500 to bring it back to us and not try to sell it somewhere else.
All right.
Which I would advise against, because it's kind of indestructible and will attract attention, and, you know, if you sell it to someone who wants to melt it down or something, they're gonna have trouble doing that.
You're probably the best people who could give me money for it, too.
Right.
All right, well,
Like, I'm sure there's someone in the world who would pay more than 500 for it, but not much more, and we would really appreciate it.
And it would be hard to find that
yeah.
person.
Orodes, are you in here as well?
Yeah, he would have
Yeah.
waved you two in the office with a slight hesitation on Spara, but, you know,
Yes.
you're in a holy place. That means you aren't actively doing anything.
It should also be noted, I am in my formal
Palachi's
attire.
purview is redemption.
Oh, that's good. Palor offers his graces too.
I have been wearing my formal attire today. So
Okay.
I am.
You got some looks in town?
I am
but-
substantially more noticeable than
Okay.
average.
You got some looks in town, but that's... No one started anything.
Yeah. All right.
Alright.
Are the rest of you okay with perhaps taking this job? 500 gold is very good money.
It is. It is also about the same amount of money for the. What was it? That bounty you were looking into.
But in this, we could also get whatever booty lies in the den.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna get paid 500 to kill you.
Oh,
It's an interesting history.
Coin,
I am sure.
coin that could have been. Ah well.
I suppose I'm offering... This is a situation with an assumed greater amount of personal risk than you going to kill him was assumed to have. But, much more wholesome.
I do deeply value wholesome and positive things.
Okay, there's a slight burning sensation on your tongue as you say that. The cleric seems to notice and go,
Sparta gives him like a,
you probably can't read Celestial.
I can read Celestial.
Right, so inscribed upon the door frame is no sin shall be committed in these halls, not in the eye of the sun's light.
Alright, Sparta gives
That actually has teeth behind it.
Sparta gives the priest a sort of a look, like, what? That wasn't like a lie.
Burning sensation on the tongue again. It's not a severe one because you aren't catching on fire or anything, but
Anyways, I don't want to be particularly rude by discussing this right in front of you, but my personal view would be it is wiser to take care of the bounty first, since they are actively causing problems, or will be again in the future. And
Yeah, the Green
if nobody else
might be,
if nobody else brings your chalice back, then we can work on that problem.
all fair, all fair. Did I put up 500 for this? Oh, it's 500 if you bring them back alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 250 each.
You know, I just realized I've given out like a lot of 500 bounties, but
That's
I
alright.
don't know. It seems like a good number.
it is a good number. Plus, this is technically a 400 bounty with a potential for a 100 bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, I suppose that's a problem that is a bit more urgent.
And good works in the world are not to be frowned upon.
Well, I might stop by sometime later, though. This does seem like something I'd want to do.
Of course, of course. Look, I'm not expecting it on a timetable. Just whoever brings it.
And also, beholder.
Yeah.
Really cute little beholder booty. Yeah.
I want to get me that Albani booty.
Right. So it is believed that the tunnel complex has been accessed at least by goblins.
Can I put this 500?
Beholder Warrens generally have connections to the deeper Underdark, though, so it's possible Drow or something got in there. I don't
Oh,
see why
dear.
they would stay. We have scribed the chalice. We know it is still in there.
Okay.
All right.
So whoever cleaned it out didn't want to touch that. If they did clean it out, which they very well might not have. Honestly, I'd be surprised if someone did a thorough ransacking and left a shiny gold cup.
I would be too. Well, take care all the same.
Of course.
If we stop by, I might stop by again.
Thank you for
sometime.
your consideration.
Thank you for the offer. All right, so I guess we leave.
Yeah.
Was Var like lurking outside the door and being like,
No.
I have questions.
What was the word for the thing that you do at the baptismal font?
Baptize?
No.
Oh, ablutions, to perform ablutions.
See here, you little shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Sparrow might go and ask for one of those.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, like,
Are you sure about that?
I mean, it's like a blessing, right? It's like a positive blessing, and if people want that, you
Did
get
you
it.
ask the priest to perform that?
I mean, why would I not?
Oh, yeah, we can do that. Have you ever done this before?
No.
There was a young woman who came in here a while ago asking if she could receive Paler's grace, and she experienced some.
Gray skin, yellow eyes, named Talan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, she experienced some pain at first, but it washed away very quickly. She's a good-hearted child.
I can live with that.
All right.
But you're not a good-hearted child,
Okay.
Spara.
But
You're a nasty little bully.
He's not a bully.
It's just a filthy crime
He's
boy.
a murderer. There are big differences.
Yeah, he only uses intimidate occasionally. He much prefers to just kill you.
He takes you back there. So.
And this wants to watch this, actually.
Okay.
Just get channel energy ready.
All right.
I can like see the heavy worried laughter react over your head right now.
That's kind of what Enthus is like right now.
Alright.
Okay. The priest walks you over. I don't really need to do too much. You can just put your hands in, and I can say a blessing if you would like.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Sunlight shine upon you in the darkest of days and the coldest of nights, for his graces. Okay, and you put your hands in the water?
Yeah.
Alright. Instant burning sensation.
Whoa!
Then it softens a little bit
Okay.
and starts turning pleasant.
Alright, that's not so bad.
And then, who's the last innocent person you killed?
I don't really have like a timeline on this going around.
You can just throw something out there.
Yeah, like Spara doesn't even have to remember this, I don't think. It just has to be...
Oh yeah, that would be really bad.
I don't know, at some point...
Just
I'm
like,
just asking if you want to specify the last innocent person you killed.
like factually, not
Yes.
what Spara thinks. Factually, who's the last
All
innocent
right.
person he killed.
I'm gonna do some stapling down of factuality. The last innocent person Spada killed was a shopkeep, and a successful shopkeep. He was hired by a less successful shopkeep to kill the man to eliminate.
Redistribute the success in town.
Exactly.
Okay.
A desperate man.
So as the feeling starts to turn pleasant,
yeah.
suddenly there's a flash in your mind
Whoa!
of the shopkeep that you killed's face, staring at you open mouth, kind of puffy like a corpse, and an instant horrible burning sensation on every part of your skin that's immersed in the water.
Whoa!
Do you try to keep it in there, or do you pull it out?
How bad are we talking?
Like, you take a point of damage every round it's in.
Every 6 seconds, you are being wounded. It's okay, I can heal you. Don't worry.
Alright, then I'm gonna keep going.
Son, are you having a confrontation over sins of your past?
Yeah, that's probably what that feels like.
Okay, are you repenting?
I don't know. Maybe.
Are you sorry? Another point.
Ow. Oh, I'm getting real sorry real fast. Oh.
Genuine moral contrition. Son, look, if you're not going to do it, just take your hands out.
Ow. Oh.
3 points. Child, this is punishment for the wicked, I suppose, but you need to take your hands out. It's just going to keep getting worse. 4 points.
Then it's gonna keep getting worse.
Child, this will kill you.
Oh. Is it gonna get better?
If you repent.
Alright, fine.
Okay, your hands come up bloodied. Not like your blood, but like the holy water turns red once it's removed.
It's the blood of that shot. Alright, I'm going to channel some energy on you.
Alright.
I think I can just say I channel enough to get you done.
Child, you need to turn yourself around. The man looks a lot more great now. I trust you are looking after that. That is a severe reaction. Talon, her ancestry was doing it. And as soon as, that was past, she felt Palo's grace. But this...
Wait. My hands aren't actually hurt.
Oh, I mean, you are feeling like a chemical burn all over your...
Yeah, he's like, Spotter like starts
But he's
licking
not
his hand.
wounded.
No,
Yeah.
you wouldn't be cut, but
Yeah, there's nothing actually wrong with
looks
my
like
hands.
it was murder. As the water drips away from your hand, it turns from blood red back to water.
Huh.
Well, my child, if you want to seek absolution, my door is always open. At the very least, please do not do any more of what caused that.
Yeah. Yeah, if someone comes after me with a bucket of bucket of holy water, I'm gonna have to.
Yes.
I don't know, is that
For-
funny?
for your
Does my
sake,
tongue
too.
start on fire?
For your sake as well.
Yeah.
Prices must be paid. The wheel turns around.
Alright. Alright.
Yeah.
That could have gone worse.
Go in peace, Miss Avessa. Go in peace, Miss Avessa.
Thank you.
Mr. Ilaria, you as well. You don't upset the peace.
Hey, Simon, is this